Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this video. History for Standard 9, Chapter 5, Education, Part 2. See, in earlier video, we have learnt about primary education, secondary education, Mudliar Commission, Radhakrishnan Commission, and recommendations, even improvement and the transmission of education in a specific period. In today's lecture or this lecture, we are going to learn about education, but methods of functioning or the specific departments or the organizations which help to transmit education to the rural area like they deeply. So like they watch video is carefully, students. See, methods of the functioning. The commission accepted, that Radhakrishnan Commission, the 5-year plans method. It began to sanction and disburse grants, like the giving grants to the universities on behalf of the government. The specific grants were given to the universities for the upliftment of the children as well as transmission of the education. And the commission undertakes planning of university education, coordination of the syllabi, giving primacy to national needs through education, and the planning and the implementation of various schemes of higher education. Such means like they setting the syllabus as well as according to the needs of the country to give education. It had included in the commission's policy, and like they worked according to that. Another one, it has done valuable work in the establishing university development council had set up, and the center for advanced studies, like the skilled children as well as the students purposes, advanced studies for the postgraduate education had started according to this commission, and establishing new universities also. Means like the how many universities were during that period were not sufficient. Over a period of time, students numbers also increase, so the new universities also established. And after the advent of television in India, it initiated the countrywide classroom program, which is telecast by Doordarshan on behalf of the commission. See, Doordarshan also played a major role in the transmission of this education, like the school going children as well as postgraduate education takers also. Yes, Doordarshan plus government and the commission played work together here. Do you know one fact has been given here, students? The art department was established in 1965 in Maharashtra to frame the policy for art education and for its implementation by institutes of art. What includes in that one? Music, dance, painting, or the sculpting, and many other arts, but mostly the drawing also, drawing as well as dancing and the music firstly preferred by the children, even like they focus on these arts only. The other arts also were like the focus. This department undertook the responsibility of organizing the drawing grade examination at the school level, that is called the intermediate drawing competition or the exam, and elementary. Yes, such type of drawing grade examination conducted at the school level. Another one, National Council of Educational Research and Training, that we call NCERT. This body was established in Delhi on the 1st of September 1961. Yes, 1st of September 1961. Its main objective is to help the central government in matters of school education in the context of a comprehensive policy and in implementing educational schemes, like the helping to the central government. The NCERT was given the responsibility of educational research and development, plus training, plus extension, plus educational programs, plus restructuring of the school curriculum and textbooks. It has played a central role in designing school curricula and textbooks with the cooperation of the Central Board of Secondary Education, that is called the CBSE. Not only this one, it provides guidance and cooperation in the area of primary and the secondary education to the state government, means first to 8th standard and 9 to 12th standard. It has been involved in designing workbooks and handbooks for teachers, in teachers training, in developing teaching learning techniques, and conducting talent search examinations at the national level. And SCERTs were established in all states on the line of the NCERT for the national level, SCERT for the state level. Each state their one means SCERT had set up, and according to their policy, education already is given as well as giving to the each state's children. After that, the Maharashtra State Council of Educational Research and Training was established in Pune. Yes, established in Pune. That is called the MSCERT. And this institute performs the various functions such as improving the standard of primary education, in-service training of teachers, training in the areas of syllabi and evaluation, vocational guidance for students after standard 10th and standard 12th exams, and other educational functions also performed by this organization. And this institute is known as the academic authority, and it brings out a periodical called Jeevan Shikshan, what should be taught to the children and how they should acquire for their life. Everything generally they tells through this like the periodicals. And do you know the Maharashtra State Bureau of Textbook, like the Maharashtra State Bureau of Textbook Production and Curriculum Research, that we call Bal Bharti. Bal Bharti was established in Pune on 27th January 1967. Okay, and Bal Bharti prepares textbooks for the school children. Textbooks are made in 8 languages, namely, see language names: 1 Marathi, Hindi, English, Urdu, Kannada, Sindhi, Gujarati, and Telugu. 8 languages textbook generally prepares and published by Bal Bharti, and that reaches in the students' hand. Kishore, a monthly magazine for children, is also published by Bal Bharti. Remember here, 8 language like the textbooks, and the Kishore, that magazine also is made for the children, and the children enjoy this magazine also. National Policy on the Education, 1986. Even today we are following the same policy. According to this policy, certain changes on a fundamental nature were brought about in primary, secondary, and higher secondary education in keeping with the changing needs of society. Under this policy, a common core curriculum was framed for all states. It included in the NPE 1986, and this expectation is that by this means all students in India will get equal educational opportunity, and there is a scope in the national curriculum for the individual states to bring in flexibility in accordance with their cultural, geographical, and historical needs. Maharashtra government has set up according to 8, Karnataka according to their points. Next, see, that is National Policy on the Education 1986. Other facts: the primary education curriculum 1988 was prepared on the basis of the plan of action designed at the national level for the effective implementation of the National Policy on Education 1986. See students, 1986 NPE, and on this basis primary education curriculum, at that time that primary education was still first standard to 7th standard. 8th standard was attached to the higher secondary section, Nowadays 8th standard is also attached to the primary means education. Primary education curriculum 1988 was prepared on the basis of the plan that policy on education 1986. Next one, see students, do you know one fact? The competency based on primary education curriculum 1995. What included in it? See, even as the primary education curriculum 1988 was being implemented, a committee was formed at the national level with the Dr. R.H. Dave as its chairman, and to determine minimum level of learning. The Dave committee developed charts of minimum level of learning in language, mathematics and environmental studies up to standard 5th, and the chart showed the sequence of learning of the competencies meant for each class. What Mr. Teacher should teach to the child, and the child should learn stage wise for the standard 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Levels were made, and according to the level it had suggested to teach to the Mr. students. Yes, like that is a primary education. After that, use of a satellite. In 1975, India met with the success in its attempt to use a satellite for the purpose of education. First time satellites were used for the education. Eknath Chitnis, a scientist with ISRO, played an important role in it. SITE, Satellite Instructional Television Experiment, was undertaken for the educational purposes under the leadership of the Space Applications Center at Ahmedabad. Yes, this is extra information for you students. The concept of satellite education came out of this experiment, and America had helped India in this program. And this program helped to make provisions for a good standard of education in rural areas. Even today's education also became possible due to satellite. Should not forget, and like I think that one how satellites are useful for us. Next one, Indira Gandhi National Open University. It is known as IGNOU. This open university was established with the objective that the stream of education should make its way into every average household of the country. Yes, the United Nations had declared 1970 as the International Education Year. In the same year, a seminar was organized in New Delhi on the subject of open university by the Government of India, Departments of Education and Social Welfare, Information and the Broadcasting University, Grants Commission, along with UNESCO, and the idea of establishing an open university evolved in this seminar. Anyhow, to set up one open university for the nationwide, yes, it had declared, and that was IGNOU. 1974, the government appointed a committee under the chairmanship of P. Parthasarathy, and the open university took shape on 20 September 1985 in accordance with its recommendations and suggestions. 20 September 1985, and it was named after Prime Minister Indira Gandhi as a Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU. And yes, this university has done a tremendous task, like as a syllabus as well as the teaching has taken to the poorest to the poor person, as well as where the children were unable to get college level education, they also got opportunity to complete their education through this university, Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU. After that, other facts also see, those who are unable to get a college education, for whom this was like a very useful and helpful. See here, like those who are unable to get a college education in the formal way are given like the concessions in eligibility criteria, age and other conditions for admission to this university. And in 1990, the IGNOU started an audio-visual distance education program through Akashvani, that we call the radio channels, and Doordarshan. It conducted more than 1000 curricula of various branches, and it provides facilities for education through 58 training centers in the country and 41 centers in foreign countries. Like I say, 41 centers in the foreign countries and 58 training centers in country. See how vast concept it was, and how like they try to transmit education from generation to generation. Tremendous task had shouldered by this IGNOU. So students, like the maximum points in this lecture you have got, as well as if you did not understand, watch again this video and try to learn. So we'll like the stop to today, and remaining points from this topic will discuss in next video. We'll meet soon. Take care of yourself, take care of your family member, like they take efforts to grab maximum points which are given in this topic. So students will stop here. Yes, thank you. Jai Hind.